Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Faces Artist and welcome to Warhammer 40k. The Inquisitor Martyr edition. Now, we'll basically be playing through the full campaign. I just have to see what exactly I'm actually going to be doing here. There's this power sword, great sword, and suppression shield. Let's enter developing power swords and suppression shields of the two-handed energy fused great sword can improve several enemies at the same time. Okay. Versatile range weapons. Okay, shotgun and las gun. Okay. I want to play the assassin because it's, you know, battle sister Seraphim, sister Celestian, and Flamer and Brazier, sister Dominion. I believe I went with her last time. I don't know about the Psyker either. Bolt pistol and force rod. It's very hard to master, and I can contact the channel with the oil into the target. Force sword and force rod, bolt pistol and force rod. Force sword and force rod. I don't know. Attack Adept seems Plasma Omniscia X. A Battle Sister seems more my style. And Flamer and Brazier. On his enemies, there is no better choice of fire dust, the combination of burning promethium. 5 seconds to none in such matters. Yeah, but I already did her, so let's just go with the Crusader. Power sword, great sword, and suppression shield. Melee and ranged weapons. Doing the Emperor's work. So basically tanks. Yeah, let's go with this one. Enter character name, TFS, YT. Or should I go with a... No, I'll go with this one. Okay, go ahead and create character. And let's go ahead and play with him. I already have a battle sister. That is just basically badass. But then slowly running away from this Inquisitors are autonomous, powerful angels who wage a great and secret war for mankind. They are judges and the executioners. They're not the jurors then. Judge, jury, and executioner.
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Of course not, that's just
Inquisitor,
one.
This is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Okay, the dialogue is different though, I'll give it that. Because when I was playing the battle sister, it was more
Inquisitor,
sarcastic.
the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Well, that's rather unfortunate. I remember the deafening roar of the turrets. My Imperial carrier was trailing a blaze of fire and smoke as it smashed into the hangar deck. I heard the screech of shredding metal, but the vast emptiness of the glass hole swallowed the noise. Somehow, slowly, painfully, I crawled out of the smoldering wreckage. The air was stale and the mysterious fortress monastery loomed dark and empty. I need to learn how to breathe. Breathe air. As a certain somebody would say. Breathe air. Right, let me just... While this is actually loading up, let me just take care of something. There we go.
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return.
Okay.
Inquisitorial log, new entry.
That is all nice and good. Disable movement with mouse. Nice. That slows down the camera, pans around. No, no. And let's just lower the sound a little bit more as well. And let's resume.
While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later.
You'll pray for him later, eh? Kind of, in all honesty, doubt that, but okay.
Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door!
Yeah, it is a bit excessive, in all honesty. Okay.
An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place.
There we go. Vessel. Current status in possession of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition. Inadequate data collected. Last maintenance logged. Okay. Yeah, M36. So that's 5 millennia ago. Prayers required in the following zones. Warning vocational blast recalibration required in the following zones. Corrupted data. Okay, basically nothing.
Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details.
Yeah, you got it. We will definitely be doing that.
Entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality. Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice.
Okay. So, shield mounted absorbs all frontal damage as long as it's shelled, reducing suppression damage taken by 80%. Okay, wide strike self, blade fury melee. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So E is basically my main attack ability.
Creature of chaos. Can you withstand my faith?
Okay. Nice.
Ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then.
Okay, nice. Wait, crippling strike, spinning blow. Oh, okay, I got it.
New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a Tech Priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer.
Okay, the Martyr opened fire on approaching road to the west, causing considerable damage and also left target shit, but the single regular drill blocking entry exit to and from the monastery. As if claimed that no personnel are involved in the incident, the defense turns open fire without any human involvement, signal blocking the door that generate was allowed the priority level request. Ah, guess it was an accident.
I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna stick to that.
Open the door!
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor! What foul abomination is this?
Okay.
Talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual.
Uh-huh.
Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Nice. Okay, good. Oh, that's damage that I'm taking. That's generally bad. Okay, nice. Okay, so this class might not actually be for me. The Battle Sister was fun because of the ranged attacks. And the Flamer was just incredibly fun. But I guess we shall see. Right.
Finally. That's the cogitator that will disable the jammer.
That's actually gonna take a while. Oh, there we go.
The teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Inquisitor, finally. I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me, I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Why am I only now getting the achievement? I already did this. Weird. I have a level like 50 something Battle Sister, so... New level reach, unlocked item, chain sword, 1 passive skill point. Okay, so let's actually just head on to the second one. And yeah, basically this is the tutorial section, basically like the prologue. It is incredibly fun. I don't know why I'm yawning, I'm not even tired.
Our Argos have picked up a Vox signal not far from your location. It is transmitting on an Imperial channel. It could be important.
I'm on my way there.
Okay, let us actually move out then. Find the source of the signal, okay. Nice. No, melee is definitely overpowered in this game. It all just depends on what kind of melee. Because as you can see, my health is generally low. Huh.
by the Emperor.
Yeah, this is
What have you
Nurgle.
found down there, Inquisitor?
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
In general, human sacrifice is frowned upon. Well, generally. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but it is frowned upon. Unless it's not for the Emperor, of course. You gotta get those 1,000 seconds in a day, you know. But I kinda understand that is for the Emperor himself. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get some sleep. Yeah, fire is incredibly powerful. That's also another thing that I've figured out. And by the time I actually get in range here, but you know what?
Yes, a grenade. Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
Okay, grenades or something else. What does it say? Social compound clip, typed honorifics, omega level encryption. They override the defenses and destroy some possibly trying to land the deck. Okay. Let's see.
A proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to chug it. Oh, holy jeebus. Yeah, that grenade was indeed useful. Okay, I mean, for now it's okay. I mean, it's not the best class ever. But I kind of figured since I enjoy melee so much, a melee focus class would be the thing, you know? But it will seem that I am sort of wrong. This is surface for us. Ah, right, they were actually going up against him. This all belonged to Uther. Not Uther the Lightbringer, but just a general Uther, if you will. He was, well, basically a big badass, what do you call it? An Inquisitor, and essentially he kind of went rogue.
I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
Yeah, he never stood a chance. That looks like a Terminator Chaos Space Marine. I mean, that's just brutal. Nothing survives that. I mean, that is incredibly tough. Right. Okay.
I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
He must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Allow me to clarify that. You only found pieces of them. So it'll be just you against something that tore apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature.
Yeah, I mean, Space Marines are freaking tough. That is just a fact. I mean, if they weren't, the Imperium would pretty much be skewed. So there's that. Right, let us just go ahead and... Yeah, those are little Nurglings.
Creatures, come at me.
Nurglings are generally, well, basically they're just little things. They aren't really that much of a threat unless they're in big groups. When they're in big groups, they can really be a threat indeed. There we go. I could have also just chucked a grenade. That is also something I could have done, but I did not. Alright, we also need to collect a bunch of credits. Yeah, that's right. I don't know if my credits are shared across my characters. If they are, I'll be pretty freaking buffed out with pretty much everything credit-wise.
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
New log entry. I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone else.
We will use that to our advantage so we can actually gain close access to them. But yeah, that's basically it. Mission accomplished. Let's go. Right, The weapons aren't really what I expected, but I guess they're the beginning.
Wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your
There we
help
go.
as soon as possible.
Careful, Thor. That was dangerously close to insolence. And you are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes.
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer?
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other voidcraft in the vicinity.
I've eliminated the first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
They probably are, in all honesty. To be fair, they have probably inbred for a long time. Nice. Right, but like I was saying, I'm not quite so sure about the dynamics between the Inquisitors and the Space Marines, but shouldn't the Space Marines be the ones in charge? It just sort of makes more sense, in all honesty. I mean, Space Marines are the Emperor's
How are you
chosen.
faring, Inquisitor?
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorn out.
Well, I gotta admit, he is quite optimistic. That's at least something, you know. He's not a grumpy guy. Although I wish he was a little bit more grumpy. That would make him more human, but he is far from human. I mean, basically the Space Marines should be something akin to a psychopath.
The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious! I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room. Go there.
Okay, I mean... Ah, this is exactly what I wanted. This is Rice Blessed Fortress Monastery Martyr category A, free research vessel of the Holy Orders and Leadership of Lord Inquisitor Uther Tiberius. See everyone this or that is mechanicus. The matter is on a highly important research pilgrimage from the segment blah blah blah. They basically set up to go on a research expedition, but they pretty much ended up making a cult, if I'm not mistaken, and that didn't exactly work out well for them. For obvious reasons, you don't just go out and make a cult. As you might have guessed, the Inquisition doesn't take kindly to its members making separate cults. Even though you could technically say, I guess, that the Inquisition is a cult in itself, which technically wouldn't be wrong, but if you take that logic, then pretty much anybody, any religion is a cult. I mean, realistically, what qualifies a cult?
I've reached the end of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need
Okay.
your help to set them free.
Nice, that's another level up. I'll have plenty of skill points to actually spend. But for now, there's no need. Plasma, okay. Type Great Axe, okay. The heretics have withdrawn, but more are on the way. I need reinforcements and sound soldiers from the expedition alive, but the feral tropics keeping them captive. I must free them.
This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor. At your command.
Nice, the guardsmen aren't actually useless. They will help you out a great deal, so that is amazing. And now I'm realizing how slow the character actually is.
I'm entering the sanctum of the deck. It clearly used to be an imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor?
I'm guessing they started worshipping Uther. Whoosh! Uther the Lightbringer. But you see, the guardsmen and pretty much everybody else and people in general are kind of allergic to fire, you know, because fire bad. Fire very bad. The techno-archaeologist was baffled by the first radiocom resources made by the bold statement. Almost showed them his young Suzuki tried to argue with the age of this emperor for secondarily, but uncertain about him and a bit troubled. And the Imperium beyond was anxiety to say at least the angel was death was going more grim, which is the emperor have mercy upon our souls. Yeah, the emperor doesn't really care, in all honesty. At least I don't think he would care about stuff like this. He would care more about results. There we go. I guess we shall see as soon as I'm actually finished with all of this.
At your command.
That as soon as I'm finished with the tutorial and I gain access to the merchant, how it will actually fare.
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Yeah, no problem, Habibi. Bam. Yeah, that was a nice grenade chuck right there. Yeah, these guys don't really stand much of a chance, but the melee is a bit clunky, in all honesty. There you go.
By the Emperor, we are saved. How can we serve you, Inquisitor?
Well, okay, you can serve me by just following orders, I guess. I don't really require much else. Just for you to follow your orders and to die for the Emperor, of course. Because anything less is unworthy of the Imperial Guard. But I'm not gonna lie, the Imperial Guard is freaking impressive. They're just regular human beings fighting against chaos spawns and basic beasts. I mean, it is impressive no matter how you color it. That will basically be like us going to the front lines and fighting against aliens. Basically the same thing. And they get equipped with rubbish gear as well.
Thank you, Inquisitor. By the Emperor, we are saved.
The abhumans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon as you can.
What do you mean what a real battle looks like? I know what a real battle looks like. I'm a freaking Inquisitor. At least I should know what a real battle looks like. Not to toot my own horn, but if I'm an Inquisitor I should know. Okay, Nurglings. Bam bam bam.
Now you'll pay, scum.
Okay, a toxic entity. Okay, they're actually quite hard hitters against them. Which also, again, I find quite odd. Nice sentinel armor. If I can transfer armor and weapons within characters, that would be very nice indeed. Okay, here we are.
Inquisitor, our Argos are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Captain, a long time ago I made an oath to protect the Imperium, with no regard for my own life. Do you want to question my dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
Yeah, I kinda like that, in all honesty, not gonna lie. I was thinking about... Yeah, plasma gun, unlocked perk. Okay. Yeah, so this is just the journal. This is, okay, character. Warfare, generally in 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Perks, when surrounded. Okay, dot effects restore 0. Okay, I don't have dots. Okay, yeah, that one will work fine then. Inventory wise, we do have a bit of an upgrade here. Okay, nice. Autogun. The fuck is an autogun? Okay, in any case, auto pistol. Okay, distractor, okay, hold on. 1,424,747. Yeah, so the credits do transfer along with fate points. Okay, that's nice. Right, my inventory does not transfer though, that much is apparent. Okay. But I do have the inventory stacks, so let's just set 2. I actually do want it to be the auto shotgun. What the hell is an auto gun? Okay, we'll be using the auto gun. Okay. Suppression shield. Okay, that's good. Mastercrafted great sword. That is a common power sword. Demolition armor. Okay. Frag grenade. Okay, that is bad. This is also bad. This is good. This is bad. This is meh. Okay. Yeah, that is an auto pistol. Right, but I kind of want to melee there. Suppression shield, obviously an upgrade, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Plasma pistol, I don't know. The combination could be good, but for now, we're just gonna leave it be. Right. Let's actually go into melee combat right away. Free melee damage bonus. Melee damage bonus. And we're just going to go into health, obviously. 50 into suppression, 150 into health. Duh. And let's actually go ahead and do the last one. I do believe this is the last one. Because after this we actually need to go and get the basically the Space Marine Doctor. Okay, but if I were to switch to this. So that's an autogun. Okay. Q is an aim shot, shoot and retreat.
Loading.
Okay, that actually seems rather interesting. Let's actually try this out for a while. Because that seems quite good.
Welcome to the Martyr, Inquisitor. Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements at last.
So, you do realize now that I don't belong to your expedition.
I do, and I regret the confusion. We were not expecting any guests on this Emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool brought a whole army of busybodies and interrogators with him.
You must tell me everything about this man, his expedition, and the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the teleport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with feral tribes. Why do you think I'm stuck in this hole? They're keeping us pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Inquisitor,
Okay.
we have a problem.
Now is not a good time.
Okay, we need to defend this.
Let's take a look at this cogitator.
Bustle up infestation, yeah.
These records are disturbing. This Martyr has a mind of its own.
It actually does. Which is weird, because that implies that this is actually an AI. Which is also weird in itself. In all honesty.
For the Emperor!
Okay, I'm kind of liking this. In all honesty, this is good.
Well then, that was a pleasant warm-up, wasn't it? But Inquisitor, I'm sure they will drag their filthy god here to help them out.
Their what?
We interrogated some of these tribesmen. They are all descendants of the original crew. Anyway, during centuries of drifting through the void, one of their generations forgot about our holy emperor and found new things to worship.
And what would this god be?
Madness incarnated, they call it. It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
Ready to fight!
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later!
Yeah, you should have actually listened to her because the monster is about to take off. That is the troubling thing that she wanted to mention. Oh yeah, they're actually coming from this side. Interesting. I was not expecting that. I was kind of expecting them to go from that other side. Yeah, this this autogun seems incredibly fun for now. I guess we'll change it up a little bit later. But yeah, for these little hordes here, perfect. I mean, it's not exactly the melee damage that I was looking for, but taking care of a majority of these guys won't be any problem at all. Yeah, you see, these guys are... Whoopala. These guys are a little bit of a problem, but if you just melee them down, they're really not that much of a problem.
Thundering blast of weapons. I wish my brothers were here to hear this canticle of death.
Talking about brothers, which chapter do you belong to? I'm not familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Caius Storm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what, exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
At your command!
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now!
Yeah, you see, that is rather unfortunate because... There we go, with those turrets deployed we should be golden. Yeah, but like I was saying, the chapter I believe was made specifically for this game. I don't think they have any official lore, so take whatever they say with a grain of salt, eh? Because they are... Take it like a guardsman, man. Yeah, they are freaking tough. And there we go. The shield is nice, but yeah, it only makes sense to have melee along with the shield, because otherwise, why would you have the shield? The shield does provide a couple of stats on its own, but generally speaking, if you're gonna have a shield, you're gonna go melee. I know, that's at least in my head, you know, the explanation for it. But yeah, definitely just the regular... I definitely need to get either a chainsword or something else, because a power sword is just not doing it. Although I'll see, perhaps if I could wield the brazier...
For the Emperor!
You are truly doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Keep it up. We've crushed their main forces. Let's move out and disable that jammer.
Before their... what, their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we have disabled the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes, that two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him, and then he left me down here to die. But now, move!
Die!
Alright.
At your command!
We will actually find Klosterheim a while later. We won't be finding him right now. There is their god. That is basically, what do you call it?
Oh, traitorous scum! Mockery to your honor! Perish, you filth!
Ah, you idiot.
Inquisitor, what's happening down there? Are you all right?
I'm great. I've just killed a hell brute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial space marine with grievous wounds, and I want to bring him aboard our ship.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery has turned on the warp drives, and it's ready to leave the star system. Disable the jammer now!
Okay, let's go ahead and deactivate the jammer quickly then.
I've disabled the teleport jammer. At least I hope so.
Inquisitor, you must teleport back before the ship
Okay,
leaves.
you don't
We
wanna
don't know
talk,
where it's
you don't
headed, and
have
worse,
to.
the Jella shields are probably compromised. Warp travel will kill you. Hurry up, you don't want to get stranded over there.
Okay, nice. But it's traveling so nicely, so peacefully.
Inquisitor, are you all right?
I'm fine, Captain. I'm back on your ship, leaving the teleportarium as we speak. I need medical assistance down here for the Space Marine. What is happening to the Martyr?
It's preparing to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is a derelict, Captain, which seems to attract the attention of both our allies and enemies. The Martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing else you can do currently. See, it just disappeared. But yeah, that's basically it. Mission over. Overall, this game is pretty fun. I'm not sure about the class I chose, but I can go with the Battle Sister again.
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We all thought that the Fortress Monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the Martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Okay.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the Martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologos specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologos there.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Erasio. I'm just gonna call it for this one. We basically finished chapter 1 and we're just gonna move it on in the second episode.